leadership. Let us just agree that in the attempt by Ruto to muzzle every other voice that he deems either opposed to him or somehow too strong or offers a potent competition as against his failed leadership, then he will muzzle it, he'll muffle it. So he needs for his survival a weak political parties office, a weak registrar of political parties, with tremendous respect to that registrar, because this is deliberate weakening of the powers of that office. Why? And so to what end? So that he can create this confusion, and out of the chaos, he can, as it were, from whatever perspective he takes, then create the quote-unquote order that he has. And he seems very rattled, like I said, by this revival of Azimio la Umoja Kenya coalition. Because people just say Azimio, but it is Azimio la Umoja Kenya coalition. And that's a political party. I beg to differ with my last friend, Mr. Nyamori, saying that the ODM is the quote-unquote the flag bearer of Azimio. That's wrong. The deed of agreement, the deed itself, does say the equality of arms. It is right there. It's in black and white. And in my humble view, I think they're going to clutch at straws, ODM, by filing a case in the political parties tribunal, so as to drag this out, so as what Honorable Ngogoya is saying, that the NEC having met, and whatever decisions have been made, so that they stand stifled. Now, coming to this issue, what does it portend for our democracy? That we have these amorphous political parties, and we have this very sad scenario of Honorable Ngogoya standing here and saying, oh, you know what, my party leader is a hopeless person, and I don't even like the way he is leading the country, and I'm going to be in a different political party come next time. You know, they would have ordinarily taken disciplinary action against him. Now you can hear John Mbadi of all people, with tremendous respect to him, saying, ODM should expel Sifuna. Where is he? Where is John Mbadi? He is in the government of Kenya Kwanza. Now, what does this do to the Kenyan people? You go to the electoral period, you campaign and tell people, you know, I have this wheelbarrow concept, you know, bottom up, and I'm going to change and transform your lives. Oh, ye Kenyan people. Midstream, after voting him in, he says, I had a dream last night about going to Singapore, and I think I see you people as the same. Okay. So during this period, they're selling all their ideas to the Kenyan people, and however they come to rule. And when they rule, what happens in the end? They have shifted the goalposts so totally and absolutely. The players that were supposed to be 11 aside, now they are 44. Now they are 38. And then he blows a whistle, and what does he do? He confuses all of us and says that, you know what, ODM, I think, in my humble view, I should be funding you, which is why you're hearing the voices from Sifuna. The funding of a political party is it's lifeblood. Right. It's lifeblood. And so if he then again cuts off that funding, the political parties fund, for instance, because as Emir is saying, ODM is saying, we are owed 12 billion. That's a confession of the Secretary General. Okay. So what do we have? We have poor leadership. And a president that does not believe in democracy.
Yes,
he doesn't even practice it.
That is a conversation we'll be having in a short while. What rules? No consequences as politicians resume party hopping, and that's across board. No one is spared in this one. But before that, let's examine the question we had asked you about Azimio and what the president said. President Ruto says Azimio is dead without ODM.